The would-be assassin just missed former President Donald Trump, but he may have had a member of the royal family in his sights if things had gone differently. On July 13, 2024, former President Donald Trump was shot at his campaign rally in Butler, Pennsylvania. The shooter, Thomas Matthew Crooks, was killed by Secret Service agents on the day of the assassination attempt after reportedly firing 5 rounds and injuring Trump. Since the assassination attempt, the FBI has searched Crooks' 2 phones as well as his laptop. Images of Trump were found on the devices along with other political figures. Crooks reportedly downloaded photos of President Joe Biden, Attorney General Merrick Garland, and FBI Director Christopher Wray. He also had photos of only one public figure from outside of the U.S., Kate Middleton. Crooks' motivation for the shooting is still unknown as of the making of this video, and the photos of public figures only raises more questions. It is eerie to consider how many different ways this incident could have played out, and it is surely a frightening reminder for those in charge of the royal family's security. It's easy to assume that an assassination attempt on a presidential hopeful would be a politically charged act. However, according to NPR, the investigation into Crooks hasn't shown a particularly politically motivated person. Members of his family shared with investigators that Crooks wasn't one to talk about politics. Crooks did, however, search for the dates of events where Donald Trump would be present, as well as the dates of the Democratic National Convention. He also reportedly searched major depressive disorder. Former Assistant Secretary at the Department of Homeland Security, Juliette Kayyem, told CNN, "This may be a situation where the more we know, the less we understand about the exact reason why." Meanwhile, former FBI profiler Mary Ellen O'Toole thinks that the shooting gave Crooks incredible attention and catapulted him to a point where I think that's why he chose this. This train of thought would explain why other public figures like President Joe Biden and Kate Middleton may have been on Crooks' mind leading up to his attack on Donald Trump. The assassination attempt seemingly came out of nowhere, which makes it all the more concerning. Investigators struggling to find a motive also doesn't help alleviate heightened fears that another high-profile shooting could happen at any time. That's almost certainly going to have an effect on those in charge of the royal family's security. Royal commentator Rafe Haydale-Mancu told GB News.
It does actually raise the issue of how secure are members of our royal family.
He continued to say, "Moments like these actually make me wonder if this thing could get so close to President Trump in America, do we actually need to consider the relationship we have with the monarchy, like the ability to go shake hands and present a bunch of flowers to them?" When King Charles III and Queen Camilla were in Jersey for an engagement the day following the Donald Trump rally shooting, the couple was escorted into a hotel due to a security threat. Once it was determined that the environment was safe, the pair continued with their engagement. Former BBC royal correspondent Michael Cole told GB News, "I'm sure there's a sort of heightened sense of security concern because of events in America." He noted, however, that Charles is used to this level of security concern. Still, it's clear that those in charge of protecting the royal family have taken note of the assassination attempt across the pond, as well as the shooter's focus on Kate Middleton.